season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Benson gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Moore to the air. Got the quick pass. At the 45, on his way. Breaks into the open. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tatum. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Pulls it, fire complete. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. The Sooners in the hurry-up. And off from the shotgun. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. Breaks away on the left. Once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Benson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Runs through the tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Caught over the middle. It's Hughes.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Ducks have changed their look completely in the backfield. Mekhi Hughes, Isaiah World highlighting a transfer class. It really ought to transform this team into a potent force on the ground. Is that what was missing from the squad a year ago?
I think you want to see the passing and the running working together. You've had a couple of top-notch quarterbacks.
Pick off to stop the threat.
Well, we know these are slow conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Dumps it to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. You start the season, top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure? Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. First down for this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. Jumped on top of the pile. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have the Nationals.
He's loose down the left side. Touchdown Sooner. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish strong.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket, the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away. The defense took advantage with the interception.
And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum, but unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, they just haven't been able to pull away.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Get this drive going from the 17. They'll give it to the back. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wide receiver comes in motion. Moore will throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Bringing it back. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 and the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
If you're going to play football, you have to be able to mix up coverages. You can't just sit back in the same thing. How about the zone blitz? Catch him off guard. It looks a little bit like man, but I blitz a linebacker in there, hits the quarterback, gets him on the ground. He didn't even know it was coming to him.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. It'll be third and long. To the air, it's Mateer. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it.
And the Sooners send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what the...
There he goes. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Wide receiver going in motion. Here's the handoff. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. He now 61 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. This conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Using his feet. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Calls his own number. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on fourth down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense is won, especially on fourth down, and you're going to be coming off the fourth down.
What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Bringing it back. The tag.
Not only do they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The Sooners want to move quickly. Looking for room. It's Ott. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And that last run was just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
Power football with the run. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Going deep. It's been stride inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Might be changing the route. He'll set up to throw. Big fella moving. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Looking downfield very late in the half. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Now, offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the point after is good. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll move the tight end. They'll move the wide receiver. The inside handoff. Finding open areas. Turning it on! And tackled there by the defense. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Wants to pass it. Meteor. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
That just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Run in the red zone. It's Ott. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
A first down run on the doorstep. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making...
Touchdown Sooner! And the punishment has been extended. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Moore to the air. Pulls it in. It's low. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand off from the gun. Hard running there. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Oregon!
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. Scanning the field. It's Mateer. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle. It's on. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Gonna run it. It's Hughes.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Now, when you run that screen, it takes a lot more time to develop because those offensive linemen, remember, they're going to block, release, and go get somebody. The quarterback's got to get rid of that ball a lot faster when they're running those screen plays.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Moore will throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Stewart. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Ducks moving quickly to the line.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
So now it's second and long. On the run, it's Whittington. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete to the right. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a first and goal.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Sooner offense returns to the field. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the...
Beck's going for the goal line, and he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were, and now big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Central Michigan is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Chippewas fans wanted, But a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Catch in the middle. It's Whittington. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And wings it incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Got it set up on the outside. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Running into the open space. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Moore to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Hughes. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Bryant. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Quick completion to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Moore will throw. Got his man. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when
he lofts one down the sideline. Snags it inside the 20. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W.